Hey, what's up? If you're watching this video, you're probably self-employed or want to be self-employed, and I want to share something with you I came across recently that I think can help you. So I was on my phone a while back and I went to Webster's dictionary and I looked up the word client and I saw a definition I'd never seen before. The word client in Webster's dictionary, you can look this up. It said someone who is under the protection of another. Okay, now welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets. Midweek edition with me, your host Marcus. Now we're going to talk more about that concept of being under protection of a client. Being under is someone who is under the protection of someone else, meaning you are meant to protect the people. If you're self-employed, or even if you have a full-time job, you're meant to protect their interests and help them. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about why it's good to aim to be a thermostat and not a thermometer when it comes to living your life. Okay, so what exactly do I mean by be a thermostat and not a thermometer? All I mean by that is when you get around a group of people, do you adjust to the environment that everybody else is living in? Or do you come in and lighten the mood or bring the mood down if it's too high or bring the mood up if it's too low, okay? Quite simply, we live in a world where there's a lot of pain, problems, and pressure, okay? So metaphorically speaking, the temperature is up in a lot of people's lives. Like people who have deadlines, people who have kids they have to raise, people who have mortgages they gotta pay, and they come in to work stressed out. And they're like, man, I need someone to help me with these problems. Okay, when you're being a thermostat, you come in and you say to yourself, hey, we've got to fix this situation. Okay, let's say someone has got a lot of pain and problems in their life, okay? You gotta come in and be like, you know what? I can help you with this problem, whether it be through you're being reliable or you're being very certain. You know, these are things that people will pay for. As I've been self-employed for 4 years now, people have continued to pay me because of things like this. You got to come in and be different. You can't be like everybody else, okay? You can't be a thermometer, okay? A thermometer, when it goes in anyone's mouth, it adjusts to the temperature of what's in that person's mouth. The person's mouth is 100 degrees, it's going to be 100 degrees. You put the thermometer in somebody else's mouth and it's 86 degrees, it's going to be 86 degrees. Just adjust, okay? Now, when you're adjusting other people, it's easier and more comfortable and more convenient to adjust people, okay? But when you're being a thermostat, when you're setting the temperature, you're setting the tone for how people are seeing you, you're able to make more of a difference, okay? Because look, we live in a world where a lot of people, they come off as if they're free and strong, but really a lot of people are scared and emotionally broken. They just learn to remain calm, okay? It's a lot of hurting people who are looking for thermostats, who are looking for people to say, you know, I know how to solve this problem, okay? One reason I work with somebody right now, and one reason I like me is because I'm certain, okay? And I'll tell you a secret, he who is the most certain wins. If you can bring certainty to someone's life, like, hey, that's what we're gonna do, it'll make things better. If you can bring reliability to someone's life, you can bring confidence to someone's life. There's so many ways you can be a thermostat to somebody else to help them to get into a better place in life, okay? In a sense, you've got to create a superhero version of yourself, okay? Now, what exactly do I mean by that? I mean by you got to be someone that other people can look up to and be like, whoa, like, this guy's different. He's made my life better. And we all have people like that in our lives. I had a guy when I was in high school. His name was Corey. I played basketball with a guy named Corey Harris. And when I was on the court, when he was on the court with us, my temperature would go up. I would feel more comfortable because he was around. The pain and problems I had was we had to win this game in high school. It would go down because I knew if Corey was there with us, that things would be all right. Okay, now how can you be like that in somebody else's life? How can you be the person that, okay, I'm gonna be a thermostat today, like this person is low, let's say somebody's low, let's say someone's temperature is like 40 degrees, and this is all metaphorically speaking. They're down, they're in despair, there's not a lot of hope in their lives. How can you be someone and be like, hey, things can change, you know, we're only a few thoughts and actions away from making our lives better. How can you be that thermostat in somebody else's life? Thinking about, especially, you know, being self-employed, okay? When you're self-employed, you have a special opportunity to help someone's life in a very unique and, you know, transformative way, because you putting the imprint on it. So it's just something to think about. But in closing, okay, be a thermostat, not a thermometer. Be someone that changes the atmosphere around instead of adjusting to the environment into which you're walking into, okay? It's much easier to adjust yourself to the environment and just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna do what everybody else is doing, okay? The way to win, the way to move forward is to not do what everybody else is doing. People will pay you if you are different than them, okay? People will pay you for an information disparity. They want someone who knows more about something than they do, okay? So these are just ways that you can grow. If you're self-employed, want to be self-employed, be a thermostat, not a thermometer. Create a superhero version of yourself, okay? And go in there and help people, make lives better for people, because I'm gonna post a video to my link about lives by putting fires out, okay? So help put these fires out for people. Thank you so much. Bye.